Hi friends, I thought we could not only share a few recommendations for the upcoming Sephora Spring Sales Event 2024. I also wanted to share my wish list and several items I had my radar on in case you did too. And I thought maybe it'll be more engaging to share what I had my eye on versus recommendations, because I think at this point you pretty much know what I would recommend. So I thought I could go through the new product page on Sephora, go over the products that I'm thinking about buying, and ones that I already have I would certainly recommend on the video. Timestamps will be down below indicating those items and whatnot. And I have several Sephora Sales Event videos. Maybe I'll make a playlist if I haven't created one already. And if it's your first time here, hi, I'm Alicia. I love beauty, but I'm also an online coach where sometimes I share about my lifting while applying makeup. We'll work on my upper body a day this week, but why don't we go into the details for the upcoming Sephora Sales Event. It starts on April 5th for Rouge, which I am no longer a part of. I am no longer eligible for the 20% off because I have not been spending much money at Sephora the last year. Rouge starts on the 5th and it runs all the way through the 15th. The entire sale does. And VIB, which is my tier, 15% off, and you can start shopping on the 9th. And Insider is basically just being a part of the rewards program at Sephora. You get to shop on the 9th as well for 10% off. That's like the tax. And everybody is eligible for 30% off the entire Sephora collection. And you can start shopping the Sephora collection on the 5th all the way through the 15th. But one of my clients was kind enough, and one of you also was nice to send me your Rouge code, which I will happily use. Any little bit helps. Those are the sale details, and I've often said this in Sephora sale videos that depending on where you live, shipping, basically convenience will largely determine whether you participate in the sale or not, because individual brand sales probably better if it's 25% off or 30% off. Everybody's eligible for that discount, whereas Sephora, you have to spend a certain amount per year to be eligible for the higher discount, where other retailers like Ulta, whatever you spend, the points are yours and you can save or spend those points as you like. Sephora is a little more restricted, but the leeway is if you got a friend that could send you the code, that helps. And also if Sephora is able to deliver to your region or not. Again, these are all questions you have to answer yourself to see if it's worth shopping the event or not. I understand that people do in terms of the higher ticket items like fragrance and skincare and other more luxury beauty products, that the 20% off or even 15 can make a difference. But let's go to the new product page. We start off with the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. And I remember everyone went crazy, was it last year, over the Rare Beauty highlighters, because I believe it is a baked jelly formula. It does imbue that soft glow finish on the skin. And now we have blush tones in this formula, and I can understand the appeal. I will probably skip the compact I actually do have, where it was like a cream blush formula that was released a few years ago. I rarely use that blush and I forget that I have it. I do understand how lovely a more pearlescent finish is when it comes to these blush tones. You're not only getting blush, but you're getting also like a highlight effect on the apples of your cheeks. I'm not in a rush to buy this, even during the sale, and maybe I'll change my mind. And if I do, I might just terracotta. I saw the color Love and it says it's terracotta. Maybe I'll just get that one, but we'll see. It's not on the top of my list, but I do understand how beautiful it can be. Honey infused hydrating lip oil. I don't use lip oil. Skip. I'm also not into these kits. I understand how appealing it could be to have little minis of top sellers from these brands, but again, another lip product from Laneige, the Lip Glowy Balm. No, I already mentioned the Patrick Ta in the should I buy or skip video, whatever I called it, window shopping video. Ooh, these shades just do me in each and every time. I forgot which one it was. It was the Nudie. Yes, not too much, which is currently out of stock. So maybe that is a sign time for me to just chill, because not that I need any more blush, but if I were to buy one, it will be that one. Although $38 is a lot for one blush, the 20% will help. It's nice that I haven't been using skincare, that I can easily skip these skincare items. The Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drop Sun Glow Serum, don't need it, because I am no longer seduced by these claims several skincare brands make nowadays. It's just atrocious. And I understand what the game is now, and I also know that it's not going to do a thing for my skin. By far, the greatest change that I've made is just not using these products. As someone who severely suffered from eczema just out of the blue a few years ago when I never did, as soon as I stopped using body lotion, disappeared. It didn't take a special this or that. It didn't take $100 whatever cream to get rid of the eczema. It just took me not using skincare. And when I underwent that transformation, I was fully convinced. And I'm not saying you have to do the same thing, but not only seeing the difference in how my eczema improved on my body, but just seeing how the blemishes that do end up happening on my face heal quickly, because I'm not overloading my skin with junk. So anytime I see these products, I'm like, next. The Say Glow Starter Kit looks nice because of the bag, but I don't think it very practical. Kosas Dream Beam. Okay, the thing with these sunscreen or tinted sunscreens, and I believe this still, even if I were into skincare, the problem is you would need to apply a bunch to meet the threshold required for the protecting capability of the sunscreen, which is too much of this makeup product. Imagine applying, was it 3 finger lengths worths or 4 of tinted something on your face? You'd be there all day trying to blend that thing, and forget it, the little bottle will be done in a week. Especially if you like to slap on sunscreen like that, my goodness, that wouldn't last you a day. We're getting the Danessa. Okay, it's already in the basket. I am a disciple of the Groundwork series now from reviewing it on my Beautylish gift card event video that I used it for the first time and several times after. And many of you had already told me that you bought Blooming Romance and are completely and utterly in love with it. So I have to follow suit. That's probably one of the only items I'm dead set on buying, and I am so excited about it. Okay. When I saw the NARS re-release of the new formula for their blush line, why do they do this to me? NARS is iconic in my eyes when it comes to blush. Even before they reformulated and redesigned the compact, when I was first getting into makeup and I saw the NARS blushes for the first time just lined up, and their shades I felt were like no other at the time. The only other brand that's no longer at Sephora but used to years ago but ended up in Duane Reade is Cargo. I remember the Cargo blush tins and how I was just enchanted by those matte shades. It was a mixture of matte and pearl, and there was like one bright orange shade, and then I likened that to the NARS Taj Mahal, which is another iconic shade, as along with Orgasm. Oh my gosh, who cannot forget the amount of times Orgasm was featured as like the favorite blush, the #1 blush, everyone's favorite blush. That was like the one blush that was always picked for those categories and being rewarded as the best of everything. And now we have a reformulation, new shades, and if I needed to pick 2, it will have to be, Behave, the matte pink mauve is appealing to me. Also, I think it was Forbidden. I forgot the name. These orgasm names, so many orgasms. Let me hop on to Trend Moods page, as I believe the newer shades, I don't think the new shades have uploaded to the product page yet on Sephora. Okay. Foreplay was the one that I had my eye on. Ooh, it's like that. What is like a rosy tan? Sign me up. As well as this one here, Obsession, the matte papaya coral, perfect summer shade. I'm holding back because Soft Red from Gucci, which I purchased I think last year, is on the same wavelength as Papaya. So I don't actually need Papaya because I think it would exude a similar vibe, but I do enjoy that more orange tinted coral hue versus the red tinted coral hue that soft red is giving. So if I had to pick one, it will have to be Foreplay. I can't read that. I might end up just getting both. I know. When it comes to blush, I am weak. I would buy the NARS over the Rare Beauty 100% because it just holds, I think, it just feels more weighty in terms of the name and the legacy that NARS holds when it comes to blush. You know what I mean? And right next to it is the gosh darn Haus Labs. My goodness. If I'm buying the NARS, probably not getting the Haus Labs. I know it's a tough call because I do have my eye on French Rosette, the neutral rose, and Fire Moon, the beige peach. I think Fire Moon is a unique shade and one that likens to Not Too Much from the Patrick Ta lineup, and the blushes are smaller, which thank goodness. I can't stand that I have two shades from this blush line. Can't speak because the bigger compacts, who will use that much blush initially? If only they went with the smaller compact size when they first rolled out their blush. Oh well, that's what's kind of holding me back. And you get a lot of product from the NARS, and then I prefer the NARS compact over the Haus Labs. I gotta be honest. More skincare serums. Oh, the lip oil slick. That's a nice color, but don't need it because I got my moisture glaze. Some more lip tints. Another Protect Tint SPF something from Supergoop. Again, I don't think people apply enough because it's a tint and it will be just heavy on the skin if you would apply 3 fingers worth of this. You know what I mean? Sephora things are already going on sale. The Huda Beauty Faux Filler Shiny Non-Sticky Lip Gloss. Probably not. Okay, I actually swatched the Dior Glow Maximizer liquid highlighter and it felt pretty tight. I felt a certain way about it. I wasn't exactly impressed by the texture. I don't know if it's because I was in a rush or I let it dry. I don't know. I felt the way it applied on the back of my hand, I would not like the texture if I applied it on my cheekbone. That's how I feel about it. The Say Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer with Niacinamide. I recently purchased the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, which I am currently loving. So we'll be skipping on this, although I recognize Say's success in delivering products that are your skin but better, barely there, but right here. You know, that sentiment I get. And I do like their Bronze All Over something that I don't know where it is. Maybe I threw it away because it went bad or I don't use it anymore. Whatever the case might be, I like Say. I do. We'll be skipping over the concealer because I really don't need to buy it. The Makeup by Mario, the Master Mattes eyeshadow palette, the neutrals. Listen, when it comes to neutrals and cool tones, Viseart's Cool Mattes, untouchable, okay? If you got that palette already, you don't need another cool tone neutral palette. And I adore it because you're not just getting neutrals, but you're getting the navies and the lavenders and the greens, all cool undertone, in addition to the cool undertone browns and all that. I just think is far more comprehensive. And when it comes to the Viseart formula, again, you can't touch it. Blendable, seamless, lasts all day, whatever. The Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Priming Foam with Brightening Turmeric. Next, the Dior, Forever Glow Star Filter Multi-Use Complexion Enhancing Booster. This was the one I didn't try. And one of you had mentioned that, yes, these Dior products are fragrance free. Again, what's holding me back is the fact that I have Auric and I do love that formula. It's silky, it's fragrance free, the color scale is beautiful, and it did expand, I think, a few years back where they have more in-between shades. I think Sunstone is like my shade but better, and it has that same glowy owy effect on the skin. I haven't used it a lot, which is why I'm like, How dare you want another complexion boosting type of product when you don't even do complexion boosting on the regular? Excuse me. Ilia Skin Rewind Blurring Foundation and Concealer Complexion Stick. I get the appeal behind complexion sticks 100%. You slap it on and go. I did see that Anastasia released a complexion stick that likened to the Fenty Beauty one that released maybe last year. It was lightweight, like a skin tint in a stick type of a gig, and I think this is kind of what Ilia is doing. Only got 4 stars though. How come? The Haus Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze I do like, but there is a little bit of a taste thing going on with the lip oil. I'm not sure if it's the same with the lip glaze. Again, I got my Suka Moisture Glaze. Don't need the lip glaze from the Haus Labs. The LYS Beauty Higher Standard Cream Glow Blush Sticks. I don't know if there's a place in my routine for this. I could carve out a space and possibly reach for this more of a summertime gig where, yes, I would rely on the more glowy, showy side of things for summer, but I don't know if I want all that shimmer Emma, okay? If I were to pick one shade, Focus, the warm cinnamon pink, not bad. The mauve too, I probably, it's tough. It's tough. I would probably go with Focused. I have to try it in store. I have to try it on the back of my hand. I don't know how practical, again, this product will be long term. If it's just something seasonal, if I will wear it all the time. You know what I mean? Every time I go back to the page, they shuffle around the different products. I feel like I'm seeing things twice. The Cali Ray Hideaway Brightening and Hydrating Under Eye Color Corrector Concealer. Wow, all 5 stars filled up, but again, don't need a new concealer because I've been wearing my Natasha Denona one quite well. The Plush Pudding Intensive Recovery Lip Mask. No. Why are people buying lip masks? I was one of these people and I'm an idiot. Companies will find any type of way to convince consumers that they need something so impractical and useless as a lip mask. The Ilia Mini Base Face Milk Essence and Lightweight Moisturizer. I do value skincare before makeup application, so I do apply it before I go in with my foundation, but I'm not one to spend extra money on these products where I have my Peach and Lily still working on the Gothamista and Sourdough Essence collab, so I still got some stuff to use before I even think about buying some new. We got some hair stuff. Oh, the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Talc-Free Waterproof Translucent Press Setting Powder. Maybe? Probably not. The Merit Signature Lip Lightweight Matte Lipstick. I feel their satin formula is more successful than their matte. And also the colors, I think, more appealing from the Hourglass Unlocked Soft Matte lineup than from the Merit one. That's just my opinion. Ooh, the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Tinted Eyebrow Wax. I love the Benefit Cosmetics eyebrow line. I've been using the Goof Proof for years. The shades were developed by Danessa Myricks. You just cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong with her shades, and I've been using a 3.5 for ages. But I do like the wax concept because sometimes I want a little fluffy fluff. For days that I'm not wearing makeup, I think a fluffier brow without pencil is a better matchup with the no makeup look going on. Maybe I'll add to basket. Ooh, 3.5 neutral medium brown. Yes, sir. The Ciel Sculpt and Protect SPF 30 plus bronzing contour stick. So are you only protecting this region of your face or wherever you apply this bronzing stick? That's what I didn't understand. I get how they're trying to mix skincare, sun protection, and makeup rolls all in one product, but to me, I think that's just silly. If you're trying to protect your skin, don't you want to protect the entirety of your face and not just the hollows of your cheekbones? Maybe for reinforcement, maybe. But see, that's the thing. When you apply a 10 or even regular SPF, any type of friction is going to move that product and leave patches behind where the sun could get through. Isn't that what people's theories are in terms of applying sunscreen, ensuring that you have that film intact and it's not disrupted by applying other products, and it certainly would be if you go in with the shtick. The Tatcha Dewy Cleanse and Hydrate. Oh, Tatcha. I remember when I was using skincare how enchanted I was by Tatcha, and now I just feel they just have gone so mainstream, and they're super expensive, and I don't know for what. I think it's just the appeal behind the lore of Asian skincare and the rituals used by women from those cultures, and how there definitely was like a regalness to it, a uniqueness to the routine that I think attracted many people, and they wanted to be a part of that vibe. But I don't know, it's just like spending so much money on especially the rice enzyme cleanser or any type of cleanser, it goes down the drain. It's not on your face for long and not as effective as products that stay on your face. So that's gonna be a skip. The Innisfree Daily UV Defense Invisible Broad Spectrum SPF 36 sunscreen. I was obsessed with Innisfree back in the day when they had their store in Union Square. Oh, the number of times I used to frequent that location and was just wooed by the setup. And again, the Korean skincare, when it blew the F up, everyone signed up and was subscribed to the 10-step or whatever skincare routine that made so many promises. Again, I think people were drawn to the ritual of things, where they saw that time as self-care, where they use all these products to take care of themselves. But when I learned that it was just a scam, a strong word to use, not to say that when you apply these products your skin's gonna peel off, but it's just not necessary. And I, again, didn't have to spend money or didn't feel inclined to replenishing my skincare shelves when it wasn't necessary. Someone did say that the Dior Backstage eyeshadow palette was nice. And the Dior Backstage lineup I like because they're more lightweight. The compacts are see-through because the Backstage line is more makeup artist driven. In a scenario such as that, you would need to see your product right away, and it's not going to be in a consumer package, if you will, where the compact design is a little more pretty, I guess, to sell. This is all about seeing the product right away, and I like this setup. I do. I like the colors, and the Dior eyeshadow formula is pretty solid. The Dior Forever, okay, I definitely recommend the powder highlighters. These are goated. I have 3 of them, and finely milled, beautiful pearlescent finish, looks natural on the skin, but just has a lovely glow when blended. The colors too, the shades in the Luminizer lineup, oh my goodness. And we have a few. Where is the Hourglass lipstick? I don't know why it's not showing up here. Oh, wait a minute. The Basma cream blush. I remember looking at this and something about this brand. I think it was the foundation stick I had my eye on for the last sale, I believe, back in the fall. And the cream blush. The colors look nice. Did I go over this in my window shopping video? If anything, I'll probably get the mauve, but I don't know. Especially, again, the only thing in my basket right now is the Danessa Groundworks. And what I have on my face is actually the Natasha Denona Hyper Natural Glam palette, natural face palette, and a little bit of groundwork through the eyes, but mostly the face palette from Natasha. And on the lips, I have the Hourglass Unlock Soft Matte in Sparrow. This color right here is all I need. And again, as I mentioned when going through the newer products, the Natasha Denona face palette, the concealer, the Goof Proof eyebrow pencil, the soft matte lipsticks from Hourglass, sensational. Not a lot of brush stuff because, again, a lot of my brush favorites are from Beautylish or from Food 8 Beauty or any other retail that sells Japanese made brushes. Of course, the Natasha Denona minis, the My Dream mini, as well as the mini pastel I recently used. I think the My Dream mini is the most recent newer addition to her mini lineup, and I thought this was fantastic as something great for every day, easy to slap on. But again, I wanted to go through the new page with you to see if you were on the same wavelength with some of these products that I had my eye on. And I think it interesting to deliberate amongst ourselves, convincing what we need and what we don't need with our fellow makeup friends. So I will see you down in those comments, family. Let me know what you have your eye on from the Sephora sale, if you're even participating in it, if there are other sales that we need to keep our eye on. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And until then, I will see you on here again with another wishlist video, window shopping video. Take care, and I will see you again soon.